add a few more things to my previous video. 9 hours. He lives in a mansion. Okay. They didn't take 100 guys. This wasn't a normal search. This is why I want to make clear to you guys, because the point I'm going to make here is no matter what the FBI does in relation to the investigation of Donald Trump and his cronies and his people, they're going to be ostracized and they're going to get hate. Okay? They took a few people. They didn't go heavy. They didn't wear FBI jackets. They didn't bring in a bunch of vests. And then they had guys had rifles. All the people that were there weren't searching. Okay? And they went quiet. That was the point of it, was to search quietly. They weren't there to make a bunch of noise. So you didn't go in with your full crew. You probably didn't bring in all your gear for searching. Like I said, you went in there quietly, right? You know for a fact that Trump's had this information because they asked for it before and he didn't give it. There is got to be some serious reason that people at the Justice Department believed we gotta get a warrant right now. I'm wondering, was Trump getting ready to sell it? What I don't know what it was, but I believe there's something serious that's taking place or is going to take place that was like, okay, we can do this raid now. All those things combined, to me, and it's top secret information, excuse me. The Republican guy on that show program I watched, he acted like this was just like regular. He's talking about 2-year-old classified documents. Well, time means nothing. I know this. That means, that's how, when he said that, I knew that you're basically grasping at any straw you can to make the FBI look foolish. And that was the point of you coming on this program from the beginning, was to make the FBI look foolish. You didn't come on here with any legitimate claims or concerns other than to make the FBI look stupid and to say this was a witch hunt. So they went quietly and all this happened. What if they went heavy? What if they do like they normally do when they come to get drug deals and stuff? They come in with 50 men. They come in with the FBI wind jackets on, windbreakers on. Then they'd say, it's a raid. Remember Roger Stone said they came to his house, it's a raid. It's a politically, raid or whatever. You can't win with them. Republican Party is operating off of agitprops at this point. Agitprops meaning, you're trying to scare people. You're trying to freak out people. This is why I say to y'all, that so much of what Trump's done, Republican Party has done, it hasn't really been about, I'm innocent. It's really about, I may have done it. They call it jury nullification, which is like, I read about it years ago. If you get convicted of a crime, you have the letter of the law and the spirit of the law, intent of the law. You may have broken the law, but you did it for a good reason. And you go in front of a jury saying that you ain't got to convict me on this. I broke the law, but it's not worth me going to prison or facing a penalty. That's Trump. That's the whole idea. So what this is about from day one, what this has been about, is about legitimizing this way of thought, this way of thinking, this way of living a different kind of society. And that is one where fascism, or what they call alternate view, which is really lies. Every time you hear them say it's just lies, it's about alternate views being on the same wavelength as Republican and Democrat. I've been saying it from day one, and I never realized until today that that's what he's doing with his claims about the raid and other things, is that he's not, because you're like, dude, he's saying stuff that's basically confessions, and you've seen it with Roger Stone, you've seen it with Manafort, other people talking, that you're like, dude, they're confessing the crimes on TV, like, did I know that? Well, it isn't about remaining innocent. It's about legitimacy and being ballsy, and I'm being tough, and same thing with January 6th with the Capitol, talking about, on the field of combat, you have to go fight for your countries, you don't fight for what you'll lose it. And you're like, dude, how did he not know that this was, he didn't care. That's why he wanted to go down there. It's about rallying the troops. These are my people. This is my army. I'm closer to them bumpkins out here with the guns and the MAGA shirts than I'll ever be with some guy that worked his way up in the Secret Service or worked his way up within the White House, who's been working there 5 years or 10 years, keeping his nose clean to get here. I'm nothing like that guy. If me and that Secret Service guy went out to the bar, like post 10 minutes, we would have nothing to talk about. Nothing. Other than taking pictures, nothing. They wouldn't. Because Trump's not that guy. Trump isn't the guy that worked his way up. And like Obama was the head of the, Harvard legal review, I think, for like 10 years. And like, that's not what Trump is. Working his way up and like, I'm going to make the world a better place. Like, no, I'm going to take advantage of these dumb yokels. And I'm going to do it to set the country on fire to get my way. To go after people I don't like. I just think if you're not understanding this, then you'll think Republican Party can be reasoned with, or that things aren't all political, and they are. Everything's political. Trump knows it. I know it. Everyone else knows it. Thanks for listening.